It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Packers and the Bucks, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the city. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. The game's first play. Yards, brings up second down. Rodgers now to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now Rodgers. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 24 carries for an even 100 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, that play, it looked like trouble from the very beginning, and it wound up being even bigger trouble than they anticipated.
Yeah, and instead of cutting his losses on the play, I think what happens here is receivers get so excited about this play call, the chance to run with it, that they try and really make it work no matter what. He just needed to cover up on that one, but he didn't, and they lost possession.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 18 carries, 108 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Williams touchdown number 50. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Rodgers. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Play action. It's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. Here we go. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Running for it. Here's Cook. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here we go. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. That is caught by Mims. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. Touchdown! Marquez Callaway. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Still 9 remaining on second down. The Bucs are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That'll give them 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Was that the incorrect read or just more in air on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Burrow. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the 29, Rodgers looking sideline, incomplete. But in tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Uses this stiff, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he finds Montgomery complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 13 yards, first down, Packers. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Rodgers now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now it's Rodgers. And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And finding the tight end Hooper. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Devin Asiasi
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Burrow. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
On 1, ready?
Up the middle, it's Cook.
122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Burrow on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this one complete again to Mims.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
On 1, ready?
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Now Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Gotta go.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A gain of 3, second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
He came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. David Montgomery. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. On second and very short. Burrow.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Here we go.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Brandon, I gotta think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy that needed a big play there on 3rd down when his way worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Burrow will throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the
9. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Now Joey Slye for the point after.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team trying to get the passing game going. So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one.
Pass to Thielen, complete on the comebacker. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And again, it's Rodgers.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Rodgers now on first down.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
160 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught by Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understand